Good morning. Well, today I want to talk about why things happen and how we could get through it. One thing that I have learned in all of these years that I've been blessed to live, I have learned to accept things, and it's called radical acceptance. When I would try to fight against something that I couldn't change, is when I had the most grief, I was upset. I wasn't able to move forward. I was stuck. But when I learned to accept things for what they are and have faith that when things happen in my life that I quite couldn't understand, I just kept moving forward and having faith that things were going to change. And they did. They did. My life changed tremendously. A lot of times you don't know really how strong you are until you find yourself in a situation. Tried and tests is when you really find out. I remember when I was young, I used to tell my mom, when I get older, I'm going to be a doctor. She would always remind me of that. And she told me, you could do anything you put your mind to. And it was just a dream and it was just a thought. But when I went through my divorce and my ex-husband said, I don't love you anymore, I'm leaving. And I don't know if I'm coming back. I was at a crossroad. And so I said, if you leave forever. And I had to start all over. I went back to school, and I was in school for 8 years straight. And in those 8 years, I was so focused that the time went by. Now sitting back thinking about it, like that footprints, how when Jesus is walking and you see two footprints, I really believe God was carrying me, but at the time I did not know. So basically, I'm here to encourage anyone that you're going through something and you don't know what to do. Hold on to your faith. Hold on to your faith, because your faith will take you through. I'm telling you. So today also I wanted to talk about living in the present. I was always thinking when I graduate, in the future. And that's a negative distortion. We all do it. There's 10 different negative distortions. For example, black and white thinking, either yes or no, but that's not how life is. Life is sometimes uncertainty, and that's where the faith steps in, which is the gray area. It hasn't happened yet, but you're believing that something's going to happen. So, yes. Another thing that I have learned through this hard trials in life, things that happened to me, I became resilient. I became resilient. I became a different person. Like Viktor Frankl said, we all suffer. You could either be better or you could be bitter. And I made a conscious decision to become a better person. That's why I'm very caring and I have empathy. Because when you go through a lot, it's almost like a lot of the selfishness gets shaved off of us, if I could say it like that. I went through so much that regular things that used to bother me didn't bother me anymore, because I learned to focus on what matters. And it was my family, my children, me becoming a better person, not trivial things. And I lost a lot, But those were just material things. And I didn't hold on to those material things, because material things, they come and they go. But what I have learned is to be grounded and to have faith in God and treat people like I want to be treated. And we're all work in progress. So remember that. When life happens, you have what it takes to make it. So do not crumble or think that you're not going to make it. Believe me, you will make it. A lot of times, things look worse than they really are. And hold on to your faith. Hold on to prayer. Surround yourself around amazing people that will lift you up and encourage you. And learn to appreciate what you have. A lot of researchers have said that when we are thankful and thank God for the things that we have limbs, arms, legs. We take those for granted. When we look at somebody that do not have it, then we're reminded, oh, I'm able to walk, and that person doesn't have limbs, but they're happy. So we got to focus on what's important. And what's important is doing the right thing when no one's looking. Treating everyone with respect and loving ourselves in order to love other people. Every day I do self-compassion. Self-compassion, I tell myself, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're genius, you're brilliant. When I first started saying these things, I laughed. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But after a while, what happens is the brain doesn't have limits. And I started getting downloads and looking at life different and getting ideas. And so it's very important to speak the truth about yourself. And when you get negative thoughts, reframe. Replace it with something positive. And also look at it. If it's a fact, process the feeling and move on. And if it's not, if you don't have the facts and it's not true, that's when you dismiss it. Well, I hope you enjoy. More to come. Right now, I just sat down and I wanted to speak what's on my heart. You have a wonderful, wonderful day, and may the Lord bless you and keep you. Mwah.